liquor stores stay open very late. So late that these two customers weren't buying anything. With this gun, Danny Moran, occupation hoodlum, hoped to add to his fortune. He left behind a gun that was a very special problem.
Like I told you, Danny and me split up 6 months ago. He took a room down on the east side, upstairs from a delicatessen. I thought maybe he would come to his senses if I left him.
Mrs. Moran, do you want me to believe that you never met any of Danny's friends? That you never visited him in his rooming house after you split up? Then is there any reason you can think of why policewoman Casey here couldn't move into his rooms and pass herself off as Danny's widow?
Her pass off as me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm flattered, Lieutenant, but...
If the man or men we're looking for have never met you, they wouldn't know the difference, would they?
No, I guess that is a fact now, isn't it? Oh, I did answer the phone a couple of times.
No problem there. But if you answered the phone, didn't any of Danny's friends ever identify themselves by name?
No, they said they wanted to speak to Danny.
Didn't Danny ever call them by name?
No, not that I can remember. Kiss?
I beg your pardon?
Kiss. Kiss.
Kiss. Kiss. That mean anything to you, Casey?
No, that doesn't sound right. But it's the only name that comes to my mind. I remember this fellow was very excited. And then when Danny gets on the phone, he tells him, everything's going to be fine. Don't be nervous. Kiss. I mean, it sounded like he tells him, don't be nervous, kiss. Oh, I guess I must have gotten it wrong.
Thank you for your trouble, Mrs. Moran.
So it was moving day again for Casey. Danny's room was not in the part of town most tourists get to see. The address I was looking for was next door to a delicatessen. Looking for a furnished room?
Oh, I have one already, thanks. No rooms here, lady. She says she has one already. She has? You're his wife. The gangster. Why, Mrs. Moran, if that's what you mean. Her husband's in his grave and buried, we should thank God. And now she comes to start trouble for us again.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Yeah. Get out before you come in. Come on.
My husband's rent is paid till the end of the month.
Get out.
We'll pay back every cent. You don't move in here.
The kitchen out.
Come on. Out.
Stop it, do you hear me? Animals. That's what you are, disgusting animals. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to know you.
Nobody invited her. Who needs her?
You'll pardon the expression, Sarah, but shut up. Don't say one more word. And the rest of you haven't got enough to do. You got to pick on a poor girl. She did something to you? Go home better. Go home and pick on your husbands for a while.
Thanks.
I'll give you a hand.
I've got it.
Got the key?
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Not much heat. But that's an old story. You know, your husband, may he rest in peace, whenever I would pay him a visit, he would always show me your picture there. He was very proud to have such a lovely girl for his wife.
Were you a friend of my husband's, Mr.
Levin. Dave Levin. I run the little delicatessen downstairs. Now, as to your question about my relationship with Danny, the answer is yes and no. Yes, whereas I tried to be a friend, and no, whereas I failed to succeed.
Did Danny have any other friends around here?
As you could judge by the welcoming committee, no. Most of the people here around knew what he was. Should excuse the expression. They were afraid of him, afraid of the gun he carried. Now, I'm not condoning what those women did, but when you try to raise children in such a neighborhood, and a gunman moves into your house...
But Danny must have had at least one friend in the neighborhood. Somebody went with him when he robbed that store, and somebody supplied him with a gun.
Whoever those individuals were, my dear girl, you're making an assumption that they came from this neighborhood. And a mistake when you say they were his friends. Two things, Sarah. One, you should never enter a person's apartment without knocking. Two, this apartment in particular. I have a feeling you're not welcome here.
There's nobody in the store to take care of the customers.
So go downstairs. I told you I'll be down in a minute. Now go. Don't aggravate. Do I make myself clear?
Look, I don't want to be the cause of any argument. Maybe it would be better if you just...
You let me worry about this. You see, my wife is a frightened personality. I apologize to you for her behavior. But in her defense, how she acts is not out of meanness, believe me. By nature, I'm a friendly type, like with your Danny. And this worried her.
Well, why? I don't understand.
Well, Danny was a... How shall I say? He lived next door to trouble. And some of the people around here and my wife were afraid it might rub off on them, on their husbands, their children in such a neighborhood.
I see.
So, I think it would be best now if I left. But if there's anything I can do at all for you, I would be obliged if you'd mention it.
Thank you, Mr. Levin. You've been very nice to me.
Sarah, what is this?
You're starting up with her now. You didn't have enough trouble with her husband.
Don't raise your voice. That's not nice.
Stay away from this. Stay away from her. You hear what I'm telling you, Knish?
What did she call you?
Knish. Oh, the nickname I suffer from in the neighborhood. Dignified, it's not. But it's friendly. It's also good for business.
Knish?
It's a delicacy. A specialty, my delicatessen. You never ate one?
I don't think so.
Oh, you got a treat in store. For a nickname, I wouldn't recommend it. But to eat... Take my word. A knish tastes much better than it sounds.
Knish. Kish. Kiss. Of course. Now, and I was still the least popular girl on the block.
You're still here, you dirty rotten you?
My fan mail. Every day. Sometimes twice a day. Neatly folded pieces of paper. sometimes with only one word printed on it. If I'd really been Mrs. Danny Moran, I wouldn't have stuck it out. But I had to stay. I'd found a man with a name that sounded like Kiss. And he was the last person in the neighborhood I'd have suspected, or wanted to suspect. Money. Over $200. It made no sense. And then suddenly, it made all the sense in the world.
$210.36, huh? Ah, your hunch is right, Casey. That's exactly one half the take of that liquor store holdup. The half Danny had coming to him.
Honor amongst thieves.
You certain this came from Mr. Knish?
Mm-hmm. I kind of wish I wasn't. He's been kind of nice to me. Want to pick him up?
Not yet. I'm angling for a bigger catch. From what you tell me, Knish isn't supplying the guns. He may be using them. He may be even the middleman, but he's not the supplier. That's the man we want. You send Mr. Johnson in, please. If there's anybody can help us, this man can. Mr. Johnson, nice of you to drop by. You two met each other?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, this young lady purchased her gun at my shop when she first joined the force.
You have an extremely good memory, Mr. Johnson.
How do you do?
Mr. Johnson, I'd like you to look at these. For a year now, we've been stymied. There's a stick-up. We recover the weapon, send it down to ballistics. Now, they find it impossible to trace.
I should imagine. Beautiful workmanship. Rebored, regrooved. New serial number. Whoever's doctoring these pieces is a real artist.
Would you be able to identify any of them if they had been through your shop?
It's impossible.
I was afraid of that.
Sorry.
Well, thank you for dropping by.
Anytime, Lieutenant Rosenberg. Bye.
Bye.
Casey, it's all yours. If we're ever going to nail that artist, our Mr. Knish will have to lead us to him.
I'd like to try one of those famous Knishes of yours. Knish?
Since when are you using my nickname?
Oh, I think we know each other well enough to be a little less formal.
Suits me fine. As a matter of fact, I consider it an honor.
You've been very nice to me, Knish. $210 and some odd cents.
I haven't the vaguest idea what you're talking about. But for the sake of argument, if I were a young girl like you, staying in a neighborhood such as this, and I came into a few dollars, I would leave just as quick as I could throw things into my suitcase.
Why should I do that, Knish? That $200 was only part of the reason I moved in. The smallest part. Say, these aren't half bad. Of course, I have a feeling once they go down, I'll be anchored to the floor, but they're not half bad.
You mean the money was only part of the reason why you came here?
Knish, look. $200 doesn't figure to get me a mink coat or a couple of months in Florida.
I'm really disappointed to hear you talk like that. I was led to believe, by a very well-informed source, by Danny himself, that you didn't approve of the way he made his livelihood.
Oh. Well, I don't approve of nickels and dimes. If you're going to steal, you steal big, and you steal safe. Oh, I told Danny 100 times that knocking off stores wasn't the way.
You'd go off the bank?
Oh, no. Bank guards have guns. No. Private homes. Full of jewelry, mink coats, and no gun around to go off in your face.
You got it all figured out, little girl.
All except where I can lay my hands on a gun. A safe one.
A safe gun? That's a contradiction in itself.
But you helped Danny. You even went with him on a job.
It was the one and only time. Yes, I helped him. I rented the gun for him. I did even more. I went with him and I saw him killed. I found out something. I'm not a man cut out for bloodshed. If I said no, if I told you it was a mistake, a terrible mistake, could I talk you out of it?
Well, it's not that hard to get a gun. We'll make it happen.
But the man I deal with, I haven't contacted him since Danny was shot. He may not want to deal with me anymore. Also, it's very expensive.
For a clean gun, whatever he charges, we'll pay. And you can get your commission, too.
Ah, don't you worry about my commission. You worry about yourself.
That's why I'm here, Kanish.
What do you need?
There'll be two of us.
Want my advice? Do yourself a favor. Too many guns, too many trigger fingers. Too much can happen. Settle for one gun between you.
Okay, one gun. Can you get it tonight?
Finish what's in your plate. What's the matter? You don't like the knish?
I like it very much.
Satisfactory?
Looks all right.
6 bullets in the chamber. And you should try very hard not to use them.
You mean after all that work, you still don't know where he got this thing?
So, we know where he got it. A locker in a Times Square subway station.
Boy, he's cagey.
The guy on the other end's just as cagey, using a public locker. You know, I'll give you odds that he didn't even deliver the merchandise himself. Probably sent it over with some kid for a small tip.
Lieutenant, you know, the one thing that really seems to bother Kanish is the possibility that I might panic. That I might actually use that gun. What do you think would happen if I did?
And the police are confident that you will be apprehended. How could you? I can't get it into my head.
Then will you quit harping on it? It's done. Kanish, you just got to help me get away.
Of course I'll help you. I'll do anything I can. But the sum you mentioned, you know that's out of the question.
I need that.
I know you're excited, you're frightened. But be reasonable. Where can I lay my hands on $5,000?
The man who rents you the guns. He'd have that much.
Well, how can I explain it? What'll I tell him?
Tell him to read the papers. The man I shot may die. He's already given my description to the police. My partner was wounded. If they put the pressure on him, he should have turned me in.
Well, I understand that.
But you understand this, too, Kanish. If the police catch me, Kanish, they'll catch you.
You could do such a thing to me.
I'm in trouble. I'm facing a possible murder charge. I'll do anything. And if I'm in trouble, you're in trouble. And if you're in trouble, Kanish, I imagine your friend's in trouble. Unless he's willing to pull us out.
Hello? This is Knish.
Hitch. Are you insane? It's 6:15 in the morning.
I'm sorry to get you out of bed, but I've got to see you right away.
Well, all right. Come on over.
By subway. All the way uptown to the Bronx. by subway, all the way back downtown to Wall Street. 2 hours to go 20 blocks. Kanish was taking the long way around, across town by foot. Around the waterfront by cab. I wasn't to know the address of his partner, but if I know anything, I know this city. I knew the precinct we were in. I knew approximately where we were, but I couldn't really be sure of the street we were going to.
Close the door behind you, Kanish, and bolt it.
Did you have to bring her here? What could I do? She needs the money right away. The police might pick her up any moment.
Oh, could they now? You idiot! Drop it now. I said drop it. At your feet.
What is this? I don't understand.
Pick it up. See what you find inside. I sold it to her. Can you beat that? She comes to take me with my own gun.
I don't understand.
You wouldn't understand if she sat you down in the electric chair and pulled the switch. She's a policewoman.
What? Oh, my God. What are we going to do?
Take her somewhere and... Take her somewhere!
Kill her? What, are you crazy?
Why don't you just put that gun down, Mr. Johnson, before you do something that you're going to regret?
Don't tell me what to do. I'm giving the orders.
Because you've got a gun in your hand? Now quit kidding yourself. You're no killer. You're not stupid enough or crazy enough to pile that rap on top of everything else you're facing. Now why don't you just hand me that gun?
Stand back, you. Keep away from me.
She's right, Mr. Johnson.
You two-bit nothing. You got me into this. Well, I didn't mean that. You saw what happened. It was a mistake. You saw what happened. It was an accident. I didn't mean it. It was an accident.
You got us out all right. But good. Am I finished?
Don't be in such a hurry.
So I live to spend the rest of my life in prison?
You'll be there a few years anyway. I won't kid you about that.
I wanted to be somebody. To be important. I once had hopes to become a scholar. Next I was a storekeeper. And now I'm a jailbird.
I'm sorry, Kanish.
It's to be sorry. You did your job.
He wasn't a bad man. Take my word for it. If he did something bad, believe me, it's easy when you live in a place like this.
I know. You hear what she said?
Got something there. 90% of our criminals come from neighborhoods like this.
Where did you grow up, Rosie?
Me? Block and a half from here. I'll see if the precinct.
I guess there aren't any easy answers. Lieutenant Rosenberg's right, of course. Neighborhoods like this do produce criminals. But they also produce lawyers. And doctors. And judges. And entertainers.
and even cuffed.